Hey everybody, and welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. This is Psycho311 here. I got a lot of stuff planned for this new channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys are going to subscribe and join me and do all that stuff. We'll get to that a little later. But the first video I'm going to do is a continuation of the series I started on my old channel that my daughter has taken over. The series is called In the Wild, and it's where I show you all the video game pickups that I got throughout the week. So there's kind of a lot here, so we're going to move kind of quick. But I just wanted to get back on here and start doing the YouTube again. I've got a lot of things planned. Before we get to that, I'll talk about, we've got a lot of things planned. I'm going to do music on here. Some of my own songs that I wrote under Never Better. Because honestly, the posting to Facebook and recording on my phone was really not doing it. So we're going to do music on here. Pickup videos, maybe some videos where I just talk about video games or music or, anything that I might feel the need to talk about. I have a lot of interest in nerdy hobbies, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. And if you do, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and like and all the other stuff. People like to say smash that button. Please don't smash your stuff. It's okay if you just tap it. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to get right into this. So this has been a pretty good week as far as video game pickups go. I'm going to show you from worst to best. So I picked up a bundle from a lady last Tuesday. It was a Facebook Marketplace deal. I paid $40 for everything, and I was kind of misinformed. I didn't check the stuff. I was kind of in a hurry. So there were it was kind of disappointing, but it's okay. It happens, and I'm going to show you that stuff anyway, even though I don't think I did that well. But so it was $40, and the lady told me she had a PlayStation 3 with no controller, no power cord. Okay, whatever. I can find that stuff. Excuse me, man, already burping on the channel. So, and she also had a bunch of games also that she sent me pics of. So I'm going to go through that stuff. I paid $40 for all this, but I feel like it was kind of a letdown, and I'll explain why as we go. So first of all, I'm going to show you the actual console. It's a PlayStation 3, and the reason that I say it kind of bummed me out is because when I got it, it was missing the plastic. Man, okay, so that's going to be hard to move. I already have a PlayStation 3, so this was going to be a thing of like I was just going to try to move it. She did send me pictures of it working, but with the plastic missing, and then I think this whole side thing is also missing, it's going to be real hard to move, and no bonus game, so that's a bummer too. So yeah, I have this extra PS3 that I don't really know what to do with. Like I said, it works. It was in the bundle. Kind of a letdown because I was excited. $40 for a bunch of games on the console, but man, it does happen. And so we'll call this bundle the how not to make game deals, and then I'll show you the other much better stuff that I'm super stoked to have. Okay, also in the bundle, the $40 bundle from the same lady, was Kinect for the Xbox 360. Now, Kinects are dead. Everybody knows it. I was actually going to take this out of the box and throw it in the trash, because what the heck am I going to do with it? But I looked it up, and these things are still selling for like $15. So, okay. I'll hang on to it. Maybe I'll trade it in at GameStop. I don't know. Maybe they'll give me like, what, 3 cents? You know how GameStop does. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to keep looking away from the camera, so let's just dig. Let's just bring the box up here. We can do that. Okay, so I'm going to show you right off the bat one of the games that the lady had sent me a picture of that I was kind of stoked for. Not super crazy, not super pricey or expensive or rare, but I don't see it around too often, so it made me pretty excited. Because I'm thinking, oh, PS3, and the few games that I will talk about that made me excited for this bundle. But the first one was this. I saw this. Yeah, there we go. I saw this Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars for the PSP, and I was like, like I said, not too crazy or anything, but I don't see it around that often. So, but then when I got the bundle home and opened it because it was the first one I went for, no Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. I have a wow. I have a busted copy of Smackdown versus Raw 2008 for the PSP. Why is it so blurry? I don't know. Smackdown versus Raw 2008 for the PSP. I guess because the camera's like trying to adjust. So yeah, there was that in there, and there was another game in here too. Same case. Once I learned how to take PSP UMDs out of the case, maybe I'll make a video on how to do that. It was a copy of Transformers. So no Chinatown Wars. Like I said, I was bummed. And the Smackdown, the old Smackdown games kind of trade in for decent, but not like that. It's like a bunch of different pieces. Okay, moving right along in that bundle was this, which I don't even know what I'm going to do. What am I going to even do with this? And that was a copy of, what is this game called? Motion Sports for the Kinect. So there was that in there. And there was also this original Xbox exhibition disc, which is not really worth a whole ton, but it is complete, and it's not in terrible shape. But like I said, what am I going to really do with it? It's not really worth a whole ton. And then also in that bundle from the lady is a game that you see every time you go to a thrift store or anywhere that might have video games. Among the sports titles is usually a copy of or two of Kinect Adventures, which is also means nothing to me. It is complete, but whatever. This bundle was a bummer. Oh man, it really was, and I hate that it was, but it was for me. Next up was Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition for the PSP. It's the greatest hits, but the problem with that is that also that game is not in here. There's two games, but neither of them are Midnight Club. This is another Transformers game for the PSP, which is the greatest hits. Am I even holding that? Yeah, I'm holding it on the right side. Okay, another Transformers title, and then a copy of. I'm not even going to pop it out of here because what a struggle. The struggle is real. A copy of Mod Nation Racers. Yeah, there you go. Let me just bend my arm this way. Mod Nation Racers for the PSP. So, I mean, yeah, I'm getting PSP games, but at the same time, man, I would like them to be the games that are advertised on the box. You know what I mean? So, as I said earlier, this is going to be the bundle that is like, here's how not to conduct a deal for video games. Also in that bundle, more PSP stuff. We have a copy of Siphon Filter Logan Shadow, which, yeah, whatever, cool. It's a Siphon Filter game, but it's not really anything as far as like value goes. And this is another case of the thing kind of being messed up. And these discs are in poor shape. A lot of the discs in this bundle were in poor shape too, so there's not really any resale value whatsoever in this. So as I said before, this is me showing you the fastest way to blow $40 on video games that are worth nothing. It happens. It happens. I'm just going over the stuff that I got because it's pickups. What's this? SOCOM U.S. Navy SEAL Fire Team Bravo 2. Wow, that's a mouthful. Also for the PSP, Greatest Hits. And that one is actually in here. And it is complete. So, maybe not all is lost. But I'm not going to look right now, but I'm pretty sure that disc was probably ran over or whatever. I'm telling you, all these discs were in terrible shape. What's next? Medal of Honor Heroes 2 for the PSP. That is in here, and that's also complete. So, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of games that I can add to the collection. I'll probably add all of these to the collection, just you know, just to fill out the collection, and I can upgrade them if I ever come across them again. So there's that. Then after that, we had a copy of this, which didn't have the actual artwork, but it has the manual and the disc. This is a copy of Bullet Witch for the Xbox 360. This game actually trades for, well, not trades, but I checked price charting, and it's about, I forget what it was now, like maybe $10, $11. So, I mean, I was kind of shocked, because I remember when that first came out, like, they said it was absolute garbage. So, also in that bundle were the initial games that were posted along with the PS3. As a copy of Fallout New Vegas. The case even is like, I feel like it's, look, the discs are falling out. I feel like the lady maybe had gotten some water or something on this one. I gotta pick up the disc here because all of a sudden we're completely off the rails. So there's Fallout New Vegas. Also in that lot was a copy of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That glare is kind of killer, so I'm tilting them to the side a little bit so that you can actually see them. The setup is going to get better as we go. This is just pretty much like my first video, so I'm going to be getting better at this and doing edits, and things aren't going to be too crazy anymore, hopefully. But yeah, that was GTA San Andreas was not complete. Also in that bundle was Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition. And again, this case is rough too. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of smashed in here, and yeah. But that is all in here. So there's that. A copy of Burnout Paradise for the PlayStation 3. Missing the manual. All right. I promise it gets better. I promise it gets better. It's kind of weird because I'm not used to this setup yet, so you'll see me looking into the microphone. I should be talking into the microphone, looking into the camera, but I'm new at this. So I'm going to talk into the camera and look into the microphone. All right. Sorry. Am I okay? Copy of Iron Man for the Xbox 360 with a really crappy sticker on it. I hate when they do that. And that is not complete. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like this lady like maybe used these games to fish with or something, because it looks like they're all really water damaged, but I don't know. And then this cable was in there, but I'm not really sure what the heck it goes to. So, free cord. I don't know what it's for. Okay, and the final game that was in this bundle had okay, so this is a double disc game. This is Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Forza Motorsport 2 bundle. Well, Ultimate Alliance is in there. No manual. Ultimate Alliance is in there, but Forza is not. But the game that was in here was another one that got me excited about this bundle, but again, it's in poor shape. But I'm going to see about maybe resurfacing it and getting it cleaned up or whatever, because it is a copy of the Simpsons Hit and Run for the OG Xbox. This disc only trades for about $23, $24. Or not trades. I say trades, but no, if you try to trade that in, they're going to give you 4 cents. But price charting has it at about $23, $24, and I'm looking into the microphone again. We'll get better, guys. I promise. We'll get better at this. So that was that busted $40 lot from Tuesday. Let me just put everything back in the box here. You poor PlayStation. Poor PlayStation. Man. So then I got 4 games that are right here. From a pawn shop the other day. I don't remember the price. I mean, I didn't get like a crazy good deal or anything, but these are 4 games that Two of them I had never played, but I like the franchises. Man, I'm smacking the camera around. This is completely off the rails. But two of them I had never played, but they're a horror franchise, so that I've never tried. So I'd like to get into them and check them out because I heard that they were actually pretty decent. And then the other two I have played, but I like them a lot, so I picked them up because I don't have one. I don't have anymore, and the other one I do still have, but it's loose, and it's actually in my other PlayStation 3 because it was the last game I played on it. But we're gonna go with the ones that I have played before. Oh, this one was $6. The sticker is still on here. It's a copy of Anarchy Reigns, which this is an underrated game in my opinion because most people don't know who any of these characters are. But the main character that you play as in this game is the same main character from the game Mad World that was a Wii exclusive back in the day. And this game is action packed and it's pretty lengthy. Cool boss battles. Also, I believe a versus mode. Yeah, Anarchy Reigns. If you can find it for cheap and you've never tried it, even if you don't know the characters or anything, there's no way you're not having fun with this game. So yeah, Anarchy Reigns. Look out for that one. It's cheap and super fun. And the other one, of course, is a classic. I love stealth games. I love Hideo Kojima or Hideo. I don't know how to say it. Hideo sounds more suave. You know what I mean? Like stylish. Is that a thing? Can a name be stylish? Hideo? Yeah, I think so. But anyway, there's a copy of Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots. I've played all 5 Metal Gear Solid titles, and all 5 Metal Gear Solid titles are phenomenal. A lot of people didn't really like the direction that 5 went into, but I played that game a lot on my Twitch stream, which I will also talk about when I'm wrapping this video up. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and it is complete. And this is the game that I have loose in my other PlayStation 3, which is over there. Oh wait, that's over there. Yeah. Okay, and then these two are the horror franchises, and they're both from the same franchise. And I do want to try these eventually, but I'm going to have to try the first one. I don't have the first one, I have the second and the third one. But I don't usually see these around either, so I picked them up relatively cheap. This one was $4.99, $5, and I think it's complete. No, it's missing the manual, but whatever, I'm fine with that. It's a copy of Fear 2 for the PlayStation 3, Project Origin. Never played the Fear franchise, but I always thought Alma was a cool concept, like a creepy little girl. Like, she kind of reminds me of the villain from... The villain? Oh, God. Yeah. She kind of reminds me of Samara from The Ring. I guess. I mean, it is a villain, right? And since I said I had the third one from the same franchise, then you'll know. And I see this one around even less than Fear 2. But this is a copy of Fear 3. Also, also for the PS3. And this one is complete, but the manual is behind that one. But yeah, I do not know what this is falling out of. Oh, I guess apparently this must have been a Blockbuster rental because the sleeve just fell out. I had no clue that was in there, so surprise! We all getting surprised by Blockbuster rental sleeves. So yeah, but I'm actually pretty excited to have those 4 titles. Some good stuff. I'm getting happier now with these 4 games as opposed to that $40 that I spent. And now, so the stuff I'm up, there's 3 games that I picked up last Sunday. Were on clearance at Walmart, so I got them super cheap. And I'm the kind of guy that, like, if I'm not going to play the game right away, like, I don't have to tear it open. So if I never get around to playing these games, they're just going to stay sealed. But I picked up 3. I like to collect for the Switch. I really think the Nintendo Switch is such a great console. And a lot of super cool indies. And I mean, you got limited run games and strictly limited games and all of those other crazy companies that make like just limited runs of certain indie titles. The Switch is on fire. I mean, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S is out now. And I think the Switch can't compare technically with them. Like, I mean, on a technical level, as far as processing and graphics and whatnot. But I think, in my opinion, the Switch is right up there with those consoles. It is such a great console. But I'm going to stop being a Nintendo fanboy for a minute, and I'm going to talk about the games I picked up. These were from Walmart. I got Xbox One game. It was only $10, and it didn't review great, but add it to the collection. That's what I like to do. That's what we like to do when we're game hunters. We like to add cheap stuff into the collection, whether it's good or bad, or whether we're even going to play it or not. At least me. But here's a copy of Code Vein for the Xbox One. As you can see right here, I don't know where it is. Yeah, right there. I paid $10 for this at Walmart. And I may never get around to this game, which means I will never open it. So, yeah, there's that. And then this one I feel like I might have kind of gotten burned on a little bit because I also got this from Walmart. But this is one of the instances where there's no game card. It's just a download code. And, I mean, that kind of hurts. I mean, if you're trying to collect every game, I guess, it would be a thing of like, okay, well, at least I have the case and artwork. But if you don't use the code, I'm assuming that maybe one day Nintendo can maybe take this down or not even have it be a thing anymore. And then people who bought this game and maybe didn't open it and decided one day they want to play it, like, sorry, now you have a useless code, but you have the box art and the case, which I don't know. I mean, I guess I understand. I do not understand. But anyway, it is a digital code, but a physical case for Call of Juarez Gunslinger for the Nintendo Switch. And it even says on there, full game download, which I didn't spot until afterwards. I don't hate it. I mean, I'd rather have the cartridge in there, but I don't hate it. Like, it is what it is. And the other one that I picked up, which I actually might open and try this one because I remember liking these earlier iterations of this game, but it is Trials Rising Gold Edition for the Nintendo Switch. So maybe I'll try that one out. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so this is where things start getting much better. All of this stuff is from yesterday and today. And I'm going to start with something that's actually not a video game, but it is a statue that I thought looked really cool. And I'm a super big fan of this villain. It's in the Spider-Man universe. So I said, what the heck? And I picked it up, and I really like it. And this thing is a beast. I sent friends pictures of this earlier, and they didn't quite realize how big it was, I guess. And you see I'm backing up because I actually have to make room for this thing. But I picked up this monster right here. Mysterio from the Spider-Man comics. And it's the old school one, not the wacky villain from the movie. Mysterio, he was a member of the Sinister Six, which is probably my favorite faction because it has all my favorite villains in it. I like Doc Ock, I like Sandman, I like Mysterio, Hobgoblin, all of them. And I saw this today, and I was like, man, that's a dope statue. And the display, when it was being displayed for sale, it was just on a shelf. I didn't realize when I told the lady I wanted it, I thought she was going to bring me the statue, but she came back with it boxed up. So now the dilemma is do I leave it in the box because I think it looks pretty cool, but I think it would also look cool out of the box, like maybe sitting on a shelf or something somewhere, and it would take up less room without the box. But I don't know. I might leave it in the box, but I definitely think that this statue is really, really cool. Cool AF. Yeah. So yes, I'm still purchasing toys. Okay, now we're gonna get to the games. These games, like I said, these games are all from this weekend, and there's a couple of them here that I'm super stoked to have, and I'll let you know I get to. Also, we're gonna do these from worst to best too. So, and not saying that the ones that I show first are worse. They're good, but the other ones are going to be much, much better. I'm gonna adjust my microphone here. Okay. So today, GameStop started a sale. I don't know if it's like a buy 5 get it for 50% off. I'm not exactly sure of the stipulations. I just heard about a few of the games that were on sale, so I went there and I picked one up because I'm interested in playing it. And it's on sale for $20, and it only came out I think in October, so I picked it up, and it is a copy of Watch Dogs Legion. I've never played Watch Dogs 2, but I played the first one and I dug it. And this one seems really cool that you can get anyone to, join your cause or whatever's going on. It's based in London. I don't know a ton. I know that like you can pretty much play as anyone in the whole game though, and you $20 on sale already. Man, that's like finding it used decent at like a pawn shop or from somebody selling it on marketplace or whatever. And I don't know why, but I'm showing that it's complete, which makes no sense because this is a brand new game. But it kind of bothered me, and I said this with another game too at the store. It's like, hey, if I'm buying this brand new, do you have a sealed copy? No. Okay, well then technically this is not brand new. It does bother me a tiny bit that they try to pass the stuff off as brand new when clearly you buy a game at Walmart and you have to open shrink wrap, but brand new at like vintage stock and GameStop and places like that, brand new is like, no, it's open. All bets are off. Anything goes. We're calling it new. Whatever. I'm still pretty stoked to have it. Watch Dogs Legion for the PS4. I might set that up on the stream and stream some of that game soon. I haven't not decided yet. What else? I picked up this today. I'm not even a fan of this genre, but I've heard a lot of good things about this. A lot of places gave this game of the year last year, and I like to collect for the Switch, so I picked up a copy of this today. And this was the other game where it said brand new, but they had to fish the game out of a closet to put it in the case. But it is what it is. It's not disc-based. It's a Switch game, so I don't have to worry about scratch discs or anything like that. But it's a copy, and I believe this is quite new, too, is a copy of Hades for the Nintendo Switch, which, like I said, I've heard so many good things about this game that I actually might try it out. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's only going to get better from here. The rest of this stuff, I believe that I have to show is all retro stuff now. So I'm going to start with this. It's the newest thing. It's an OG Xbox game. I picked this up today. And a lot of this stuff I'm going to show you is kind of pricey, but I use credit. I brought a ton of stuff with me today and traded in and got credit. And yeah, so I got a lot of cool stuff today, and I'm excited for the pickups that I've had over this past weekend. But I got a copy of Capcom versus SNK2 EO for the original Xbox. I don't see this around. And I think they were asking, I think it was going for $31. But like I said, I used a bunch of credit, so I did not pay. I did not pay full price for any of this stuff. I mean, some of the games I paid like the $5 or $6 or whatever $10 that they asked for. But when I'm showing you like the old stuff that has a little bit of value, I did not pay full price for any of this stuff. But yeah, Capcom versus SNK2 EO. I've never played this. There's 44 people on the roster. Seems like a pretty dope fighting game. I'm pretty excited to have it. So yeah, that makes me feel we're getting there. We're getting there. Then I got some cartridge-based stuff, and I picked this up not because I'm a fan of the game or have even ever played it. I picked it up because you just don't see these games for this console around here anyway, because I hunt all the time. But it is a copy of Global Defense for the Sega Master System. Yes, the Master System. You just don't see these around. Before, when I had my old video game collection, and I sold it off, but I had a few Master System games for that. But yeah, they weren't easy. They're not easy to find unless they're like a $2 title, and even then, it's iffy of whether or not you're gonna find them. But this does have the manual and the cart in it, and I don't have a Master System, but it's just a nice piece of history to put on the shelf. And then what were these? Oh, okay, this is not cartridge-based stuff. This was just two games that I also found at this place. It's called Hero Haven. It's a local toy/comic shop here in Wichita, Kansas. Really cool store. If you happen to be in this area and are fans of nerdy things, definitely check that store out. but I picked up these two games from there relatively cheap. Not that they're super valuable or anything, but they were just games I didn't have, and one of them I've played and enjoyed, and the other one I've never played and feel like I should have owned it already because it is a game by Rockstar. But the first one I picked up was a copy of Blitz the League for the OG Xbox. Great franchise. I mean, no rules football. Kind of like I don't want to say NFL Fever because like they're using PEDs in this, and the hits are ridiculous, and people are getting hurt and stuff. It's a great game. I really thoroughly enjoyed this game when it first came out. The second one is worth a little bit more. It's harder to find, but I'm not hating the fact that I have Blitz the League. I really do like the game. And the other one, this is a Rockstar game that somehow I never played and never owned. It's a PS2 Black Label version 2. It's a copy of State of Emergency. This, I guess, wasn't that great, people said. But I thought it was cool to add to the collection. State of Emergency. And it's in really good shape. You can see the manual, like no bent corners. I'm not seeing a whole lot of like ripples or anything. So that's cool. Stoked for that. Okay, now for the other cartridge-based game, 3 fighting games for the Sega Genesis. The first one, and I don't think any of these are complete. Maybe I think they're missing the manuals, but they were pretty cheap. I got this one because I remember playing as a kid, but it was on the SNES, and it's such a dope game. I like it a lot. It is a copy of WWF Royal Rumble for the Sega Genesis, and it has this in it, but that's not the manual. It's like maybe a poster or something, but the cart's in there. So, like I said, this was cheap. I'm just excited to have it because I thought this game was great when I was a kid growing up. The next one, this game, people either love it or hate it, and I fall into the latter. Like, I don't hate it, but I definitely think there are much better fighting games out there. But some people really dig this game, and I mean, it is what it is. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But it's a copy of Eternal Champions for the Sega Genesis. I have no idea why I was moving this around like that. Eternal Champions for the Sega Genesis. This one is not complete, but I didn't pay a whole lot for this, so I'm not hating. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's okay. And the last one, I love this cover art. I like this game, and this was another one that I also played for the Super Nintendo. This one is not complete. It has some kind of weird paperwork in it. I don't know. It looks like maybe somebody's homework or something. Oh, it is the instructions for this, but it looks like they were printed out. So leave a comment if you know whether or not that this was how the actual instructions looked for this game, because I'm not sure. But it is a copy of Clay Fighter, the original Clay Fighter for the Sega Genesis, with Bad Mr. Frosty. Man, I remember having a lot of fun with that game. And it was like, hey, here's a game that I'm 12 and I can still buy because there's no blood. And it's still fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, good stuff. Okay. So now we're down to 4 more games. And these 4 games are exceptional. And I'm going to go from what, in my opinion, are the best or the worst to best. Like I said, the worst is definitely super good, but it's not my favorite. So basically, I'm basing this off of it just being my favorite thing in this lot. So I got this today, and you just don't see these around a lot anymore either. But this stuff too, all the stuff that might seem a little pricier, I use trade credit, and ended up picking the stuff up with trade credit. So the first thing I got from, and this was, I got this at Half Price Books. It was a complete in-box copy of Prince of Persia for the NES. It looks sealed. I thought this was sealed, but it's not. It's open. But when I first saw it, I was like, man, is that sealed? That's Prince of Persia sealed? That's crazy. I'm not, I guess I can do it. The card is in here. It's got the dust sleeve. And I'm only taking it out to show you like that the condition of the cart is actually really, really good. And the manual looks like the guy has never even, whoever owned this, never even took it out of the box. It's in really good shape. And when I had my collection before, I had over 150 boxed Nintendo cartridges. And now I have exactly one, and it's this one that I got today, Prince of Persia. So if I can find them for good deals or have enough trade credit, then I'll definitely pick up more boxed NES games as I find them. But these are getting harder and harder to find, people, in the wild. So if you have a decent sized box NES collection, please hang on to it. Don't do what I did and get rid of them. Please hang on to them. They're so cool. Like, it is a piece of history, man. It really is. I get all of my feels about NES titles and Super NES boxes. I mean, yeah, that's what it's all about when you find stuff like this. But it gets better. These two games are sealed, and they're both collector's editions. And I thought they were super cool, and I could not pass them up. Now they weren't super crazy pricey. One of them was $100. Like I said, I did not pay that trade credit, but they're both PSP games, and so PSP games are getting harder to find open, let alone sealed. And like I said, these both are sealed with, or not with, but sealed, and like the collector's editions. So I picked up this one yesterday. It is I can't even say this is brand new. This is a brand new copy of the Legacy Edition of Dissidia Final Fantasy 012 Duodecim for the PSP. And this is, man, I was super excited to find this. This is super cool. I don't have a PSP, but I'm kind of glad at this point because I don't want to open this. Like I said, you just don't find a lot of PSP stuff around anymore. And if you do, it's certainly not brand new. And if it is brand new, chances are it's not the collector's edition. So this is dope. I'm excited for this piece. And then another Final Fantasy thing. I went and picked this one up today. This is also a sealed Final Fantasy title for the PSP. What? This is a copy of Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 Collector's Edition. Sealed. Like I said, you just don't find these around. And this has like I said, it has the game Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7, and then I guess it's an art book, The Art of Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7. Man, my camera's doing a terrible job of trying to keep up with that not being blurry. But like I said, as the channel grows and we figure things out, it's going to get better. But yeah, man, I am super stoked to have both of these Final Fantasy games sealed collector's editions for the PSP. And now the last game. This game is not sealed, but this game is a game that I have never come across in person. And I almost passed on it because it was pricey. But like I said, trade credit. But still, I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I decided to grab it anyway because if I had never seen this game before in person, like, I probably won't again. So I picked it up. And especially as clean as this copy of it is, this is a crazy good copy, guys. It is a copy of Mr. Mosquito for the PS2. I have never seen this game in person, and I assume that I never will again, so that's why I grabbed it. Super hard to find, super quirky, weird ass game where you play as a mosquito that's trying to like eat the pestering the Yamada family, trying to drink their blood, and you have to hit them in like certain spots of their body to get them to relax and stuff. It's just like it's wacky. It's way out there, like almost on maybe the same level as like the Deadly Premonition franchise a little. Not a horror based game, but just wacky, like crazy. Like, what the hell am I playing? What did I just see? And this, I mean, this copy is just so clean. There's maybe a tiny little tiny scratches on here that I'm not even seeing on the cam, but I can see them when I look at it. But it's a really clean copy of the game, and the manual to this also looks like no one has ever taken it out of the package. It is so clean, not even a tiny bent corner, nothing. So I'm gonna put this back in here before something happens to it. And I just noticed an ad for Mad Maestro. That would be I don't think I've ever seen that game either, nor have I ever played it. So I think if I were to ever find that, I'd probably pick that up too, just because it's just super uncommon. But yeah, those are my pickups over the past week, and I like all of them except for that $40 lot. You know, whatever. But definitely my favorites, guys. Definitely my favorites. By far are these three. I'm trying to still be in the camera so I can see what the heck's going on. But these three right here, those are definitely the highlights. So that's it. I appreciate you watching. If you watch and like what you saw, hit the follow button. Turn on your notifications. Subscribe. Or it's not the follow button. Sorry, I'm stuck in my Twitch stream. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Thumbs up the video. And speaking of Twitch, right after I make this video and upload it, I'm going to stream back that way, and I'm gonna be tonight. I'm gonna be playing Undertale. I'll have a link probably along with this video, but if I don't for whatever reason, it's twitch.tv/psycho311. Come check out the stream and support. On my Twitch stream, I have a giveaway plan. I'm looking at the mic again. I have a giveaway plan once I hit 300 followers. I was up over 300 before I left Florida to come to Kansas, but I kind of fell off. So I do not have 300 followers. I am currently at 282. Come support. Hit the follow button over there. Chat in the stream. Hang out with me. And let's get to 300. I have some giveaways planned. And yeah, so this is In the Wild episode 7 officially. And stick around for more content like this. We'll be maybe doing some guitar playing, some of my original Never Better songs. I have a whole lot of stuff going on, plus a day job, so I'm going to be super busy with social media and stuff like that. So keep your eyes out because there's going to be a lot of content coming. And I'm thinking about doing maybe some reaction videos because I feel like that could be funny. Maybe not for you guys, and it will be. But I mean for me, because I like to watch goofy people do like dumb stuff. So reaction videos, music, video games, we'll talk about anything, wrestling. I'm a fan of pretty much anything nerdy. So leave a comment. Let me know what you like to see. Let me know whether or not you like this video. And you can follow me on Facebook. My link is also there. And on Twitch. And those links will be in the video. And I appreciate anyone who stops by to check out this video. And I'm super excited to get this rolling, guys. And just keep your eyes out. And I will see you on Twitch in about half hour to an hour. Thanks.